For every single commercial real estate broker out there, the number one goal is simple, right? Close more deals. But getting there? That's anything but simple. So what if the biggest thing holding you back wasn't the market, but the endless manual grind of just finding your next opportunity? Today, we're going to dive into how AI is completely flipping that equation and putting the focus back where it belongs, on closing.
I'm willing to bet this sounds incredibly familiar. This is the core reality of the job, isn't it? The bulk of your day isn't really spent on the deal itself, it's spent on the hunt for the next one.
Yeah, it's the same story for just about everyone in this business. You got into this industry to make big deals happen, not to spend 80% of your life being a professional prospector.
Okay, so let's really break down what that daily grind looks like. Because when you actually see it all laid out, you realize just how much of your precious time is being eaten up by stuff that doesn't directly put money in your pocket.
This chart, well, it says it all. On a really good day, maybe 15% of your time is spent on the high-value work, the negotiations, the strategy, the actual closing. The other 85%, that's you on the top of funnel hamster wheel. Prospecting, follow-ups, admin, research. It's just a massive drain on your time and your energy. And this daily checklist, it's the perfect snapshot, isn't it? It kicks off the second you wake up, and it doesn't stop till late at night. You're constantly juggling hats. You're a researcher, then an admin, then a salesperson. Every single one of these tasks is important, but all of them together are pulling you away from the one thing that actually pays the bills, closing deals. So let's talk about that biggest piece of the pie, prospecting. For generations, it's been the lifeblood of the business. But let's be honest, in today's world, the old way feels less like a solid strategy and more like, well, a punishment. This quote from an 18-year veteran in the industry just says everything. You spend years, maybe decades, honing your craft. Maybe you even got a business degree. And for what? To be told the only path to success is a phone book and a really, really high tolerance for rejection. It's just demoralizing. And here is the play-by-play of that whole demoralizing process. You spend an entire afternoon farming a street, just dialing number after number. You get disconnected lines, you get endless ringing, and if you're actually lucky enough to get someone on the phone, it's usually a dead end anyway. You have a long, hopeful conversation that feels promising, only for it to go absolutely nowhere. It's just an inefficient, frustrating, and frankly, unsustainable way to build a pipeline. But what if you could just get off that treadmill for good? What if you had a team member working for you 24/7, handling that entire top-of-funnel grind so you don't have to? Well, that's the whole promise of an AI business development rep, or an AI BDR. It's not about replacing you, not at all. It's about freeing you. So here's how this whole AI-powered workflow actually works. First, you tell it exactly what your target market is, say industrial sites in Phoenix over 20,000 square feet. Then, the AI immediately starts conversations with property owners, reaching out through email, text, even social media. Now, as leads start to come in, the system automatically enriches them, pulling together comps, maps, and tax info into these smart property files. Then, step 4. This is where the magic happens. When a seller shows interest, the AI scans your contacts, the MLS, and LinkedIn for likely buyers, and even prepares intro messages. And the best part? You only get a notification when a lead is warm, qualified, and actually ready for you to step in and close the deal. The impact here is just massive. It's simple, really. Your new AI BDR takes over the entire top of the funnel. The prospecting, the outreach, the data gathering, all of it. It's a fundamental change in the brokerage model, shifting you from constantly hunting for leads to simply managing a steady flow of real opportunities. So what does your day look like when all that grunt work is automated? It looks like the reason you got into this business in the first place. It's focused, it's high value, and it's all about closing. Just look at this comparison. This is the transformation we're talking about. Instead of spending the vast majority of your time hunting for deals, you completely flip that ratio and spend your time working them. Your role shifts from prospector to strategist and deal maker. It lets you apply your expertise where it actually counts. This right here, this is the core principle. It's not about working harder or making more calls. It's about working smarter.
It's about delegating the grind to technology so you can focus your unique skills on relationships, on negotiation, and on closing.
And look, this isn't just another tool or a piece of software. This represents a true, fundamental shift in how commercial real estate brokerage can operate. It's about building a business that's more intelligent, more efficient, and way more sustainable. What this all boils down to is a pipeline that is way more robust, and it's built with just a fraction of the manual effort you're putting in now. The result is simple: more opportunities, more time back in your day, and ultimately more closed deals.
So that's the question this technology really poses to every broker. The old way, it served its purpose, but the future belongs to those who are willing to leverage intelligence to focus on what they do best. The tools are finally here. The only question left is, are you ready to use them?